Suspended Insurance Commissioner Jim Beck surprised many by taking the witness stand in his fraud trial and revealing the name of a mysterious computer programmer. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer.
And I'm Courtney Bryan. Beck, who ran a state-created insurance company called GUA, testified a separate company he controlled did legitimate extra work for GUA. And Beck rocked the courtroom when he told the jury he paid a computer programmer named Jerry Jordan large quantities of cash to do the data research for the job.
Well, senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell was there in the courtroom when that surprise testimony happened. And Dale is here now to explain what it all means. Dale?
Russ, it was a surprise to, I think, pretty much everyone in the courtroom, and perhaps the key testimony in this case to date is from Beck's own cousin, who testified that the company Beck was running, GUA, paid him over $1 million to work on a home inspection project, and he paid 80% of that back to Jim Beck. Well, Beck came into court today and testified that he needed that cash to pay this mysterious computer programmer, Jerry Jordan, who did the key work on the project. Under a gray, moody sky, in the early morning hours, the federal courthouse slowly opens for business. In the mist, walking alone, suspended Insurance Commissioner Jim Beck arrives for what could be the two most important days of his 2-week-long fraud and money laundering trial.
Mr. Beck, what do you want to tell the jury today?
For 5 days, with testimony from some 20 witnesses, the prosecution painted Beck as the mastermind of a scheme to steal more than $2.5 million from the state-created insurance company he ran, called GUA.
So, I don't feel like I've done anything wrong.
The prosecution's key witness was Beck's own cousin, Matt Barfield. Barfield testified at Beck's direction. He set up a company to build GUA for home inspections. He told the jury he thought Beck's company, Creative Consultants, did the actual inspections. He only did paperwork. Barfield testified when GUA paid him more than $1.2 million over several years, he paid Beck 80% of the money in cash, which he handed over to Beck at local fast food restaurants.
I was scared, so, I was glad to hand it off and get it out of my hands.
How is Jim Beck going to explain those cash payments? Well, he took the witness stand and wasted no time in telling his side of the story. He told the jury that he got the go-ahead from then board chairman of GUA, John Hauser, to create a company to do home inspection research for GUA. But earlier in the trial, John Hauser testified he knew nothing about any of Beck's companies. Beck told the jury he hired a man he met in a restaurant named Jerry Jordan to write software programs to skim home inspection information from public databases. Beck said he initially paid Jordan $40,000 in cash. He said later he personally, manually entered the data Jerry Jordan collected into GUA's computers for about 3 years. Then Beck dropped a bombshell in the courtroom, telling the jury it was Jerry Jordan who wanted to be paid in cash. So when he took those hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash from his cousin, he turned around and gave it to Jerry Jordan for all the work he did collecting data. So what makes him mysterious? Well, for one, the man Beck testified introduced him to Jerry Jordan. He died several years ago. Jordan has not testified in this trial. He, in fact, his name has never even come up during the entire trial. And I reviewed the witness list. His name is not on it. He's not expected to testify in the future. Reporting live from the federal courthouse, Dale Russell, Fox 5 News.
Dale, thanks.